This is a horrible idea, and horrible is not a strong enough word here, but it's what I'm going with. I am going to give you a few examples of why this is a bad idea. This is not comprehensive. There are other reasons why, but this is just to give you some insights. So, in case you're not aware, bird flu has been spreading on poultry farms and dairy cattle and wild birds and some other animals, and there have been some human cases. So, this is something where scientists and public health experts are wanting to reduce the number of cases so that we reduce the risk of having a bird flu pandemic. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. recently said that he thinks we should just let it run through the poultry stocks because theoretically some should survive and we can use those for breeding. As I said, this is a horrible idea. And I think what he's trying to get at here is natural selection, which is a principle involved with evolution. And this is where when you have a genetically diverse population of organisms, they will have varying characteristics because of that genetic diversity. Then some of them might be able to survive better under certain conditions. And then in those conditions, those are the ones that would survive to pass on their genes, their traits, to the next generation. The key here, though, is you need to have a genetically diverse population. And we know that our industrial poultry stocks are not genetically diverse. They have been bred for traits that make them good egg layers, good meat birds, whatever it is that you're talking about. So that's already a big problem here. Second problem is that 90 to 100% of birds, of these poultry, are dying from bird flu within as quick as 48 hours. And these birds are sick. If a bird is dead, it can't reproduce. So again, that's a big issue with this whole thing. Second of all, the birds that are on the farms dying are not necessarily the breeders. Those are usually kept separate. So that's a whole other issue. And then lastly, and the biggest issue here, is that we don't want the virus to continue to spread. Because the more a virus spreads, the more chances it has to mutate. The more new animals it can infect, the more humans it could potentially infect. And remember, the goal is to reduce the number of cases, to protect the animals, and also to reduce the chances we have a bird flu pandemic where we get sustained human-to-human transmission, which we don't have yet, but we don't want to give it more chances to get there. So in short, this is a very bad idea. We shouldn't do it.